Peace and blessings. This is Esaia Mystic, and I'm coming to you with another message to help you free your heart and soul. Right now, I'm talking about how you never really fail in life. You just get tired. You just get exhausted. You never really fail in life. You just get exhausted. Failure is something that is perceived. Just like success is something that is perceived. It is perceived out of the contrast, the compare and contrast that we do in a society that we live in that is based on a race. The rat race. The rat race that we're all running in to get to some destination, to get to some place, to get to success, to be successful, to be abundant, to be all of these things that we are not right now. And I just want you to know that this is a never-ending thing. If you're not where you are at right now, then it's almost not that you will never get there, but in your mind you will never be there. So you gotta be at this place right now. You gotta be at this place right now for you to already be there. So failure isn't something that is real. You never fail. What happens is, by you consistently or residually putting your energy into things that is not for you, or I would say doing things in a certain way that is not it is not in resonance with you, this is when we start to experience what today people call as failure. Because it's very important for people to understand, when you are putting your energy into something that is not it's not you, you know it's not you, you know you don't like it, you know you ain't trying to do it, or at least every single day. Like, this is not something that you want to create a routine out of. I'm not talking about tedious things that you have to do once in a blue moon that you just don't want to do. Those count too, for the most part. And those count too. Okay, I don't want to get off subject. The point is, failures are perceived, and when we are putting our energy into these things that don't resonate with who we are, we will get exhausted. We will get exhausted. Anything that you're doing in this life should be giving a rise to your stomach. You should be getting a rise in your body. Every time you are working on something, you should be getting a rise in your energy, not a depletion. Every time you put yourself into something, you should be getting something from it. It should be feeding you. It should be giving rise to you. So that way, it doesn't matter what happens. You will never see it as a failure, because you enjoy what you're doing so much. You love what you're doing so much. Nothing will ever be perceived as a failure. It will always be perceived as just life. Just you having fun in life. The adventures that come with life. It's going to be an adventure now. It's not going to be a struggle. It's not going to be a failure. It's not going to be this exhausting task. That comes with the things that you are really not supposed to be putting your energy into. So I'm a person who's always been like the cold turkey type of person. If I know that this is not something that I should be doing with my life, then I'm not going to do it. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what somebody says to me. I'm convinced this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm not going to do it. I don't care what situation, I'm not, there's another way. I know there is. And every single time I get presented with an opportunity that allows me to go the other way. So when people be talking about, oh, but I have to do this, I have to work a job, I have to do this, I have to, no, you don't have to do anything. You've just been conditioned for so long to feel like you have to live yourself live your life in a certain way, that it's a struggle, or it's hard for you to release that belief system so that you can live your life in fruition the way you see yourself to live your life in fruition. It's hard for you to detach from that belief system that you've adopted about who you are in your life. So you might feel like I can't stop doing this way, because if I do, all hell's gonna break loose. You know, when it comes to really moving in your purpose, you just have to listen to your spirit. You just have to really trust your spirit. You have to really trust what's coming to you and what feels good. You know, what gives rise to your energy. You don't have to struggle or be in a perceived struggle or go through all of these perceived failures to get to some place. Now, I don't think that you should ever perceive anything in your life as a failure, and I don't even think that you should look for failure. You should look for adventure. You should look for experience. You should look for having a love for life. That's what you should look for. Should not be trying to fail hard so you can be stronger. You know what I'm saying? You're going to end up looking old and tired by the time you get to the finish line, or by the time you get to such and such space. So be mindful that, you know, you never fail in life. You just get tired and you just get exhausted, and you don't need to get exhausted, because when you are continuously depleting your life force energy like that, and getting exhausted with the things that you have to do in your life, or the things that you make yourself have to do in your life, you're depleting your life force energy. The eternal exhaustion, you know what the extreme exhaustion is? Death. That's when you just so exhausted that you just cannot go anymore. You have no more energy to fulfill within this body. And I'm all for longevity. I'm all for living a fulfilled life, and living the life that is yours to live, which should be full of learning your lessons now, so you don't have to learn them later. So live your life purpose. Stop being scared to move into who you are and who you came here to be in this life. Don't let all these beings and entities and all this stuff going on take your energy from you, because that's what they're doing. Even the celebrities, you just giving. But what are you creating for you? What are you creating? Just so you can look at yourself and be like, damn, I'm doing it. I'm living my life. That's a beautiful feeling, when you can just sit there and look at yourself and being like, I'm living my life, and I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of me. So you guys, let me know what you think about this video in the comments. Are you exhausted right now? Feeling tired? What's going on? You know, are you doing something that's giving rise to your soul, or something that's just literally depleting you? You know, and you're questioning why you're even still doing this in the same way. It's time to change. It's time to make a decision. So make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get an alert every time I make a video. And I will see you in the next one.